Memphis, Tennessee. The
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flip Thought Show. It's your host with the most, King True, Bird, Benny Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And we coming at you live, man, at 11:33. And yeah, man, you see the title, man. Houston rapper saucewalka shot in Memphis, robbery left in critical condition. Sayso P, his artist, unalived during the situation. So rest easy to that man. Let's get into the content. Yeah. Before I go into the content, I wanted to say thanks to everybody supporting, liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so I know y'all there so I can throw it to you when it's in the air, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the Discord, uh, check out the Flip Network on all Roku streaming devices, all Roku smart TVs, as well as coming to Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon TV very soon. So be on the lookout for that, man. Let's get into it.
Memphis, Tennessee. The Memphis Police Department is investigating a deadly shooting outside a hotel near the FedEx Forum. Fox 13 crews on the scene saw multiple vehicles from Memphis Police and the Memphis Fire Department outside the Westin Hotel at 2nd Street and Lieutenant George W. Lee, across the street from the Forum. B.B. King was blocked off from Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to Beale Street. Witnesses on the scene told Fox 13 that a shooting victim was in the street. Fox 13 has confirmed with multiple sources that at least one person has died in the shooting. We have reached out to the Memphis Police Department for more information, but so far have not heard back. We will update this.
Well, they saying it's saucewalka. And you know why they saying it's saucewalka? Because of this.
You can you subscribe and turn on that bell too, because when you do, you're helping unbiased independent news.
So as y'all can see, bruh, I can't really tell if saucewalka has been shot or not, but I think he might have been. They might have been hitting like the shoulder or something like that. But Sayso P, unfortunately, man, he gone. Now, from what's being put out there, cats try to rob him and he ain't going. And y'all know saucewalka. Y'all know the issue that happened downtown in LA 2 years ago. You feel me? Or was it 3 years ago? It's either 3 or 2 years ago. saucewalka has something like this that had happened before. So, man, it just is what it is. But this day and age, man, you can't walk around even being known for money. And I'm not saying saucewalka was out there walking with money and acting like he bigger than the program. And the program is acting like he's out of the loop of being aware of how broke some people are and the risks that they're willing to take just to pay their bills or pay for their drug habits or pay for a mindset that does not value their life. So I'm not saying that saucewalka was out there and flaunting money and all that crap, because he's typically on camera doing that. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So more than likely, saucewalka came out, had his charms on him and stuff like that. And Sayso had his charms on and everything like that. And basically, Sayso is a big dude. You know what I mean? And the way in which they operate, bro, and I'm just saying this as respectful as I can, saucewalka's not going. He ain't finna sit up there and take no L, no anything like that or anything like that. Bruh, it just is what it is. The type of man that he is, bruh, it just is what it is. But with saucewalka, man, unfortunately, it's been a bunch of things that have happened. If y'all remember, he had the time where his studio was shot up. You feel me? Like a whole bunch of stuff, bro. So at the end of the day, man, all we can do is just hope that people can grow from this and learn from this. And if they can't, man, then they can't, man. But as far as Sauce Walka go, bro, I don't know, bro. I ain't really got the words for this because at the end of the day, it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you try to help out people, all right, cool. If you don't help out people, you a sellout. If you in the hood, then you stupid and you goofy. If you're not in the hood, then bro, you're not from the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's just these things that tear right back at us, right? So, man, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, but what I can tell you is for sure they try to rob that man, and his homie died, and unfortunately, it just is what it is. Prayers up for a man. Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where you hope for the best, but what is it? You know what I'm saying? What is he gonna be? What honestly, like, what is he gonna be these days? Because you had to enjoy your life. You can't walk around scared. And if y'all try to say, "Oh, get freaking security and all that," sometimes these people don't know
That part.
Sometimes these people don't know how bad it is outside. Like they've been actively cleaning up Memphis and cleaning up Bill Street and everything like that. Like that's supposed to be the tourist spot, but tourists don't know how stuff goes.
That part.
And so that's what that is.
It's a new thing to them.
And so it's just like, bro, come on, man. Yeah, in 2022, September 9th. Yeah, Sauce Walka, yeah. They try to get him down there in freaking in LA and stuff like that. Pam Peasy, Money Man, and all this stuff and everything. Well, no, that's where he got detained. But yeah, bro, it's just one of those things where unfortunately, man, people, I don't know, bro. People just lose it. Like when that stuff happened in downtown, right? The dude allegedly who tried to rob them, he got killed. You see what I'm saying? He got killed. And so after that, it's like, dang, bro. And now there are people who came out and was like, yeah, bro, he's lying, nothing happened and everything like that. But I'll read this to y'all just so y'all can kind of familiarize yourself. Where he say, last night, Houston rapper Sauce Walka, whose real name is Albert Walker Mundane, became a trending topic on social media after news began to spread that a California man was allegedly killed trying to rob him while the rapper was in Los Angeles. The 32-year-old allegedly caught a body in self-defense during an attempted robbery. Shortly after the incident occurred, Walker posted a photo of white Louis Vuitton sneakers with small blood stains on his Instagram story saying, "Effed up my Louis, dummy." Before the rumors could swirl and begin, the Houston native jumped on Instagram to follow up with a video addressing the altercation that took place earlier that day. "I really didn't want to speak on this stuff," said Walker, "but I know it's too many black kings and young kings out here that are being misled and misguided wrong. So y'all need to learn from the experience that I went through tonight." So Walker went on to say that being a rapper is one of the most dangerous jobs in America, indicated that his occupation puts a target on his back. There's a lot of young men that want us to do this stuff, but don't know everything comes with it. Explain Walker, but understand this, everybody ain't going. I'm one of those people that is not going. So unfortunately tonight, someone lost their life doing something stupid. During the video, he encouraged young people, especially black men, to understand that robbing and stealing is not the answer. Instead, he said they should aspire to be more and do more in life, like becoming a lawyer, the next LeBron James, or even become a rapper like him. Since the incident, Sauce Walka has taken to his Instagram stories to repost messages from supporters, many of whom praise the rapper for defending his property. Y'all gonna learn to quit playing with MFs. Not everybody going for that stuff. One supporter said, got his brain snatched trying to snatch a chain. The young man that was killed has not been identified, and details of the incident are still unfolding as the investigation is underway. With a mindset like that, that's what got PNB killed. Mindset like that, that's what got PNB Rock killed. Remember, PNB Rock had basically got away out the outlet. Somebody tried to rob him, and then I got mine on me too. I ain't going. It's that mindset right there where you don't learn nothing. instead of the adulation and praise, it should have never got to a point like that. It should have gotten to a point where, dang, bro, that could have went wrong. That could have went a whole nother way. But he didn't learn. And I'm not blaming him for any of this. Like, you should be able to live your life freely, flaunt your wealth from your hard work and dedication and sacrifices 100%. But crap like this, bro.
Man.
A feud between two local gangs linked to a 7-year-old's tragic death in Jacksonville. That's according to new information from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Breon Allen Jr. was shot and killed.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh.
Saucewalka and his artist Sayso P were both shot in downtown Memphis. Saucewalka is currently in stable condition, but his artist Sayso P tragically passed away. Now, I know exactly what took place from the horse's mouth himself. So we're going to dispel a couple of rumors that's been going around on YouTube of exactly what took place before Saucewalka was shot.
Breaking.
This is one of those situations where you just don't go. You don't do flyovers, stop-ins. You don't go to Memphis. And it don't matter if you're downtown, uptown, southtown. It's dangerous. Everybody in Memphis have an affiliation with somebody. And if you just so happen to have beef with somebody that they have an affiliation with, they will come and get you. And in the case of Saucewalka, he's in Memphis because his artist Sayso P is from Memphis, so he felt safe in Memphis. He was everywhere in Memphis last night and this morning. They were so outside, they didn't even get a chance to change their clothes. They was in the same clothes they were in when the shooting happened that they wore to the club last night. That's how outside they were.
Police say the suspects got out of a car and started to shoot at two victims.
That fact alone will tell you that the rumors that this was a dice game is false, that this was a robbery is false. They were gambling at some point yesterday, but what took place yesterday has nothing to do with what happened today. And we know for a fact this wasn't a robbery because the objective of a robbery is to get the cash, the jewelry, is to get the items. They didn't come for no items. Sayso P actually passed away with his chain on his neck. When they walked out the hotel, as soon as they walked out, they opened fire on Saucewalka and Sayso P. They was dumping. You're not risking going to jail for life doing a crime across the street from the FedEx Forum over some jewelry, bro. You're doing it because you don't know if you'll get another opportunity to get your man. And that's exactly what happened. Across the street from the FedEx Forum at the Westin Hotel at 2 a.m. in the day. Yo, you do that because you don't know if you'll ever get a better chance to get him. That was unclear if Saucewalka was targeted or if Sayso P was the target. Memphis police will release a statement confirming this wasn't a random incident and the public don't need to be in a mass hysteria, that these people came targeting Saucewalka and Sayso P. Memphis police in their statement would read, at approximately 2:42 p.m. today, officers responded to a shooting at 100 block of George W. Lee Avenue. One male was pronounced dead and another male was transported to the hospital in non-critical condition. This appears to be an isolated incident, not random violence. Officers have identified a suspect vehicle and are actively working to make an arrest. 2 people got shot, but it was 3 people present. It was Sosa Man, Saucewalka, and Sayso P. They all walk out in a group. Now, when they walk out in the group, the shooters hop out the vehicle, but here's how they are positioned. Saucewalka, no, it's Sosa Man, Saucewalka, Sayso P. The shooters come from Sayso P's direction. So when they start shooting, Sauce seen it, book it. Sayso P was the nearest to the shooters. So he's a heavy-set dude, about 6'4", 6'5", about like 360, 370. He can't really run all that well. He get a headshot, topple over immediately. Saucewalka and Sosa Man did. Now, Sosa Man was the furthest away, so he never got hit. Saucewalka is from Houston, but he has nothing but enemies in Memphis as well. He has a lot of ops in Memphis because Saucewalka picked a side. Saucewalka decided when he went to Memphis, since he's been going to Memphis, he's really aligning himself with one particular side. And when you do that, when you get involved or when you get in the middle of beef, anybody in the middle is getting laid down. The Young Dolph and Yo Gotti beef has divided up Memphis. You can essentially say it's 2 sides in Memphis, bro. You either rock it with PRE or you rock it with CMG. It is not even particularly CMG or PRE or Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. It's essentially the associates, right? Like, for example, Big 30 ain't really signed to CMG, but Big 30 is signed to Moneybagg Yo. Moneybagg Yo is is associated with Yo Gotti. So hence,
Yeah.
Big 30 is on that particular side. And we've
Oh,
seen
that's
Big 30
right.
lose people from his particular crew in this beef. So when Sauce Walka come to Memphis and he aligns himself with Big 30, OG, and a lot of other people, including Sayso P, when he aligned himself with those people, well, he make an enemy out of PRE artists or people associated with PRE or people who got love for Young Dolph. Like, for example, after Sauce Walka got shot, I'm talking about minutes after he got shot before the world even knew, CEO Jizzle was already on Facebook taunting Sauce Walka and laughing at him being shot. CEO Dizzle is Young Dolph cousin / artist. So CEO Jizzle would write on Facebook, y'all check on Drake Baby for me. This is tongue-in-cheek and this is taunting. Drake Baby is really close with Sayso P. So he would comment, I can't find his number. I ain't trying to be funny. What he do? Sayso and them got shot. I'm trying to check on Sosa, man. For y'all who can't read between the lines, he's not really concerned with the well-being of Sayso. He already knows Sayso is dead. The CEO Jizzle is taunting, he's mocking, he's making a mockery out of Sauce Walka and Sayso P being shot because he don't like him, because they align themselves with his enemies and his ops. Well, Sayso P lives in Memphis, but Sauce Walka is the outsider. Now, Draco, who is close with Sayso P, he would respond back, and him and CEO Jizzle will go back and forth under the status. Sayso P, homie, will comment, you a bitch, right? And with CEO Jizzle will respond back, you act like I dissed him or something, cry baby. You don't get hurt, kid. But Baby Drake will respond back with, cuh, you ain't no threat. You heard what I said. You a beat. Take it however you want to take it. Then, CEO Jizzle will respond back, you definitely not a threat to me. You a kid on Jesus. You got so much unfinished smoke. You ain't completed yet. I'm the last MF you want to go at. I ain't none of your little ops you play with. I'm going to handle you on the Bible. I don't play fair. You already know what time they on, bro. They consider Sauce Walka an op. So when you're in Memphis, you're in ops territory. This is not a vacation spot anymore for you because you chose up and you linked up with their ops. Bro, Sauce Walka was in the club throwing money, having a good old time with Big Homie G.
Into the trenches.
Big Homie G is best bud with Straight Drop, who we all know Straight Drop was arrested for the murder of Young Dolph. So Big Homie G, I like him. He's a very good dude. He invited me to the studio when he was in LA. But Big Homie G is a lot of people's top op in the city. So you post that with Big Homie G, Big 30, and a lot of other people, you are picking a side. Sayso P, you are picking a side. And when you pick a side and when you hang out with Sayso P and others, bro, you gotta stay on that side. And you gotta move accordingly like you are on a side. Like you not in a position where you are on vacation. No, bro, you in the middle of a war zone and you are a part of the war too. If Sauce Walka had the mindset that I believe that he should have had when he was in Memphis, he probably wouldn't posted up a video of him in his hotel room.
Yeah, man, we ripping with these man. What are you talking about? Here to tell them people, man. Got this shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds.
Even if you want to say, man, I'm not posting enough to where they would know where I'm at, bro. How would they know the difference between where I'm at and where every other probably hotel or place of stay is? Bro, you don't even want to risk it, bro. You don't even want to give them a peek of where you at, bro, because them folks probably been in that city all year round. They probably stayed in multiple tellies. They probably know where everywhere is at. I'm not even saying that's how they found out. They could have found out because they probably followed them there, or one of the employees gave them a call, or they were staying at the exact same telly and you probably ain't even noticed them, or they had an issue, right? And they just parked in the vehicle, waited outside for y'all to come outside, and they got busy. You never know. But what I do know, though, right, in terms of outside of this situation, is Sauce Walka got 9 lives, yo. Sauce Walka is the luckiest man I think on the planet, bro. Sauce Walka has been shot every year since 2021. I'm not lying. He's been shot every year since 2021. As a matter of fact, when Sauce Walka was last in LA, well, not last, but the time before last, yo, Sauce Walka was involved in like a national story. Like Sauce Walka was, I believe he did the BET Cypher. While walking out of the BET Cypher, some dude with a gun was walking by and try to rob him. He ain't give up his stuff. So, he was able to fight off the dude. The dude took off, went and found another robbery victim, shot and killed that person, robbed them and left. Sauce Walka thought when the news reported that somebody died, he thought his robber died when in fact his robber actually killed somebody. So he posted this very bizarre video.
Hey man, I really ain't want to speak on this shit, but I know it's too many young black kings and young kings out there that's being misled and misguided wrong, learning half of the game and not the whole game. So y'all need to learn from this experience that I went to tonight, because being a rapper is one of the most dangerous jobs in America, and there's a lot of young men out here that want to do this shit, but don't know everything that come with it. But I want to speak on this part right here, understand this. Everybody don't go. Everybody don't go and everybody ain't going, and I'm one of them people that's not going. So unfortunately tonight somebody lost their life for doing something stupid. And I don't know how it happened or what was going on, but I really would like all the young black men around here to learn.
Even though Sauce Walka have 9 lives, I know for sure I'm not hanging around somebody like Sauce Walka, bro. Sauce Walka is the homie who's gonna do something dumb and get all of you guys in trouble, like not giving up the jury when the gunman has the gun literally to your heads. Yeah, so I'm not hanging out with Sauce Walka, man, but this is unfortunate. And it's unfortunate because, yes, Sauce Walka lost a homie, but it's unfortunate because when we want to assign blame, it's kind of difficult. Yes, we assign blame to the killers, to the people who showed up and took somebody's life today, but Sauce Walka is a rapper. And we know that hip-hop is the biggest influence to black and brown youth. So if there's a culture of violence, if there's a culture of toxicity within the black and brown youth, that's trickling down to affect Sauce Walka, and hip-hop is his biggest influence towards enabling and perpetuating that particular culture of violence, then we have to assign blame to rappers as well. Sauce Walka has contributed his fair share to the violence in his culture. He has contributed his fair share to the toxicity in his culture. So if the music and the genre and the culture that Sauce Walka benefits from and promotes, if that music has taken the life of a lot of people due to the influence, right, due to the glorification of violence, if this music has influenced a lot of people to take a lot of lives, and a lot of innocent people has lost their life due to the influence of this music, then it's really hard to ignore the accountability when the violence is now at Sauce Walka's doorstep. And that's one of the things that a lot of us struggle with. Because obviously we're putting all the blame and all the anger in the people who actually came and shot and killed somebody today. Those people don't ever deserve to see life again. I think those people deserve to see the chair. But at some point, we have to start looking at our rappers, right? When the violence that they perpetuate and glorify come to their doorsteps, we got to look at them and say, at what point is enough enough? At what point do you say, I have to now start doing my part to untoxicify, if that's a word, to change the culture that I created? And, I hope Sauce Walka sees this as an opportunity to do that. But, do I got my hopes up? Probably not. I think this is probably going to lead Sauce Walka to probably dive deeper into the violence, probably get back, and the cycle will continue. But, my heart goes out to Sauce Walka. No, truly, my heart goes out to Sauce Walka. Nobody should ever have to watch their friend die in front of them, And, I hope bro heals. I hope, the trauma is dealt with. This sucks. And, I hope the people who did it is caught. But at some point, we do have to have the larger conversation. Probably not today, but at some point, we have to have the larger conversation in hip hop. These rappers are culpable for a lot of it. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? Do you guys think that Sauce Walka linking up and choosing sides in Memphis is one of the reasons? How do you guys think the killers found them? Were they already in the hotel? Did they get the drop? Let me know. And if you're still watching, man, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, to find out how this lady got arrested for doing this during a pop-up balloon. I'm going to see you guys in this video, all right? I'm out of here, folks. Peace. Click on this video, people, all right? I'm out of here. Peace.
Hold on, yo. We're gonna go right back. We're gonna go right back to the content right now. But give me 1 second, bro. And we're gonna go right to the content. I'd have to say we could do. Back if we go. Let's see what she's talking about. This is rapper SKG said Big U, Unalived, Nipsey, and a kid in Vegas. Let's go.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? They're accusing Big U from murking Rayshawn Williams. He's an artist for Big U, but they didn't see eye to eye. So Rayshawn ended up doing a song dissing Big U. That's when Big U allegedly clapped him up. He took his body to the desert and buried him there. Rayshawn was best friend with Big U's son. So I don't know how his son is gonna feel about his pops after this.
And now he's in custody for racketeering crimes that include the
unaliving
of rapper Rayshawn Williams. Court papers say Williams, seen here on Instagram, was an artist for Big U's label Unique Music. And in 2021, prosecutors say Williams wrote a song, quote, dissing Big U. Documents say Big U then kidnapped and
unalived
Williams in Las Vegas in retaliation for perceived disrespect.
Rapper SKG said that Big U unalived Nipsey Hussle. According to her, Big U did to Nip what he did to Rayshawn. Both Rayshawn and Nip was an artist for Big U. Both men wanted to leave his label because both of them felt like he was extorting them. Both men did a diss song dissing Big U. Nipsey wrote a song called You Don't Have a Clue, and these are the lyrics where he was dissing Big U. According to SKG, Big U couldn't just unalive Nipsey like how he did Rayshawn because Nipsey was already too big. Nipsey already had a bunch of people from his set that was backing him up. So Big U instead summoned him for a DP. He told him to get in a car, but Black Sam wasn't going for none of that. He said, Nip, you ain't going nowhere.
I know. There's talk about Big U that he was involved in Nipsey Hussle's death. I mean, have you seen any proof that would confirm that?
For me being over and growing up in that area, I'm going to tell you guys this. He definitely has something to do with that. Wow. And justice for Nipsey. And I know that justice is coming for Nipsey. And I think people are going to be shocked once they see everything that really happened and how he played a part in it.
SKG said that Big U used to abuse corrupt young Gotti. She said to ask Snoop and Daz if I'm lying. One time Big U had Corrupt crying for his mama. She said Big U would slap him around like he was his pimp. But I'm gonna let you guys read it for yourself. She even tagged Snoop and Daz on her post.
Yeah, that's great.
SKG said, all of you guys saying free Big U should be ashamed of yourself because according to her, this 60-year-old man murked a little kid. She was referring to Rayshawn Williams. She said that Big U was not helping the black community and that he was only helping to destroy them. She said this world will be a better place without Big U.
I don't understand why the family would lie. The family reached out to me and I did speak with the family, and it's a sad situation because we're talking about a child. This was a child. Big U is a 60-year-old grown man. You have people that are screaming free a 60-year-old gangbanger, and then you have people that want justice for an innocent child.
I mean, to be honest though.
What's the deal, y'all? We're trying to TNA Trap News. We back to say, like, the crack and say, like, subscribe for more of this good content on it. We got going on here at TNA Trap News Network. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna jump into the content without no further do's or don'ts.
Y'all go stream that NJ
Man of the Garden freestyle.
Me and Rich Trap.
Got into that. I need y'all. I need y'all to get into that, and I need y'all to please don't touch my. It got a body on it. You feel me? On God. Of course we locked in. Duh, you're included. Who else is gonna be included? My bad. I just got a message. Of course you included. Who else is gonna be included? Women be crazy. Of course you included. Girl, who else is included but you? If it ain't nobody else, if you women be crazy. Who else? If ain't nobody, if you ain't included, ain't nobody included. What the hell? Let's get into this Kantiana, man. We got what is this? Shout out to Wig. I think this is WIG. Yeah, Wig TV1. Nipsey Hussle's homegirl SKG says Big U absolutely has something to do with his 187. Let's get into this. Let's go.
He's facing a lot of serious charges right now. I mean, you've spoken out about him in the past. I mean, do you think there's any truth to these allegations?
All the allegations are true, yeah.
I mean, why do you say so?
Because I was a victim, and the things that he has done to me, he's a monster, and everything that he's getting right now, he definitely deserves it.
Can you share what happened between you two?
Well, you know, he jumped on me. He lured me over to Nipsey Hussle's shop. He jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me up.
If Big U did all that to you, why didn't you call the police?
Yeah, no, that is true though. That is true.
Made me go to another part of the neighborhood. I got jumped by 3 girls. I still have a scar on my back from that incident. He lied on me. He extorted me. He threatened people not to work with me. I mean, he did a lot. He did a whole lot. And it wasn't just a singular thing he did. He did this throughout the years with me, with events, with people, with situations.
Yeah, so the plot thickens, bro. You know what I mean? This SKG, she been telling her story, you know what I'm saying, for quite some time now. I know y'all remember this situation, right?
Did you put your hands on me?
Yeah, she's the one who threw Mountain Dew at Big U. She was throwing cans and cans of Mountain Dew. She attacked Big U at the
called the police.
Now she's the victim. She attacked him. She got some Tiggo bitties. Them is the Tiggos of the bitties. Like when I say them bitties is Tiggo, she got some Tiggo bitties. God knows I like me some Tiggo bitties. I ain't even gonna lie. The nice little chunky little big old wooty bam sitting on me with the Tiggo bitties in my face. I ain't gonna front. I'm a fan of the Tiggos. Biddies in the chat if you a fan of the Tiggo bitties. You feel me? She got some Tiggo bitties, bro. I swear she do. God, just woo.
Did you put your hands on me?
Never even seen you.
I think and she got whacked with her FaceTime, but she's addressing this nigga, so it's hard to take it serious.
Put your hands on me?
I think you're bullying right now.
No, did you lock me in the spot?
I think you're. Can you call the police?
Yeah, call the police. Call her. You can go out and press charges for what you did to me.
You see that?
Yeah.
That nigga said, "What's going on here?"
Lock me in the spot.
We don't like
Did you put your hands on me? Did you try to black on me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, TMZ caught up with her, and, you know, she had a lot to say, bro. Long story short.
He's just a monster. He's a bully, and he deserves to be in jail. He should have been in jail a long time ago.
I know one of the allegations against him is murder. I mean, you think that one's true then?
I don't understand why the family would lie. The family reached out to me, and I did speak with the family, and it's a sad situation because we're talking about a child. This was a child. Big U is a 60-year-old grown man. And you have 2 different type of people in this world. You have people that are screaming free a 60-year-old gangbanger, and then you have people that want justice for an innocent child. And you need to.
But he's never been convicted of 187 in that kid. Like
Yeah,
there's no
or
actual
evidence.
anything in the indictment about him with the kid at all. He's not actually charged with that. So yeah.
Figure out what type of person you are. I know
So this definitely go there.
Like, see, my whole stance behind when I say, you know, free any black man who might be up against the system, it is like a, you know, like a FU to the system. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know, it ain't like, oh, just free him, even if he did whatever they accuse him, especially rest in peace to Ray Sean, bro. Condolences to his family once again. Like, it ain't that. But I think she's referring to the people whose stance is that. Like, just free him, bro. Regardless. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Who just stand behind him, right, wrong, or indifferent, you know?
Are true, you know, but they say you're innocent until proven guilty. But in my opinion, he's guilty of everything. People can look at my interviews from years ago when I was speaking out about this, when I went on Tasha K, Whack 100 spoke about it. They just spoke about it on No Jumper.
Uh-oh. My bad.
Told me that he was extorting the food vendors. And I'm like, they just spoke about it on No Jumper.
Taxing the taco lady is crazy. Taxing tacos is barnacles.
I've been speaking about this for years. And as a woman, you know, you should never let a man think it's okay to put their hands on you. A person should never want to extort you or harm you just because they feel like it. That is crazy to me, you know. And I just, for me, it makes me feel good that my story helped other people tell their stories. That's what I'm really happy about.
No, would him, you know, going to jail help you, you know, sleep easier at night? Do you feel like the LA streets are safer now?
Well, as far as me, I'm going to be safe regardless, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wow.
But it is a whole lot of people who is feeling like, you know, the streets is a little safer. It's crazy, bro.
To say it, but yeah, that's a lot of
it is. You know, it's crazy.
But it's terrible.
I'm going to be safe regardless, because I'm not playing. I'm going to protect myself. But I definitely feel like a lot of people, they're happy. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and they're like, we are so happy that he went to jail. I mean, this morning someone reached out to me and told me
let me know in the comments, man.
Do everybody deserve to get their due diligence? For sure. Do I want to see anybody in jail? No. Do I rather see somebody deal with the streets and deal with the court? For sure. Jail's not the way. I don't believe that. I don't think you should put nobody in jail. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be held accountable and shouldn't be left up to, you know, public, you know, whatever. If the public want to deal with you, however they choose to deal with you, you know, public want to stone you, I'm okay with that because I'm getting stoned right now. You feel me? Shout out to the tree man. But
right now,
I'm just saying, you feel me?
He said I'm getting stoned right now.
That he was extorting the food vendors. And I'm like, what? They were like, yes, he was extorting the food vendors at Crenshaw High. And I'm like, God damn, like he just extorted the whole city.
It's crazy. Taxing tacos as well.
So yeah, I think a lot of people are happy.
I know. There's talk about Big U that he was involved in Nipsey Hussle's death. I mean, have you seen any proof that would confirm that?
For me being over and growing up in that area, I'm going to tell you guys this. He definitely has something to do with that. Wow. And justice for Nipsey. And I know that justice is coming for Nipsey. And I think people are going to be shocked once they see everything that really happened and how he played a part in it. So yeah, you guys are going to start seeing stuff soon in regards to the part that he had to play in the demise of Nipsey. And he was very jealous of Nipsey. Me and Nipsey both went through stuff dealing with him, and we went through the exact same.
Talk about this right now because Nipsey Hussle's not here to speak for himself.
That part.
So he was very jealous of
that man.
Bruh, it's crazy, bruh. So she say he for surely has something to do with this Nip situation, right? And it seemed like it's pretty much common knowledge around the neighborhood that he was involved with the situation.
Yeah.
Big U, the late great Nipsey Hussle. Is Big U tied to the case? No. I'm gonna tell you why people say that, but you did not hear this from me. This is 100% what the streets say, not what Vita say, okay? This is alleged. But there is a reason why everybody's been looking at Big U funny style since that. So people feel like a man as high up on a totem pole as Nipsey was to the hood does not get chipped in his hood. And
you're going to think about that though. That's actually how it happens in the Rolling 60s in LA. Unfortunately, that's a lot more common than people think. So I get why the world would say that, but if you're from LA, you're not shocked at all that a Rolling 60 unalived another Rolling 60.
I'm not from LA.
No hood is gonna get into it with the Rolling 60s and be the city's most hated hood by killing LA's favorite rapper, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna do that. That's not likely.
They say, man.
What's more likely is the reality of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I'm the biggest Nipsey Hussle fan. You know, I got the TMC Forever tattooed on me. It is what it is. Unfortunately, man, it's just sad, but that's how I go.
Broad daylight, and it wasn't a green light. So some people feel a green light was given, and they might feel this person was the one to give it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, allegedly, right? And yeah, bro, like, it's some diabolical shit. I mean, to touch on what she was saying about it being kind of like two sides of the fence, right? I seen a video that's kind of like, I'm finna get on some Cherie shit, bro, but it kind of like, it stood out to me.
In the age of Aquarius, karmic justice is facilitated by spiritual energy that's transmuted from the cosmos. Now, for everybody that was propagating and showing credence to gang culture by way of the blood and cripping, drill music, spinning off on the ops, whole culture selling drugs, that was connected to the Piscean age, which is the old world. Now we're transitioning into the golden age, which is the fifth dimensional frequency. So you can't bring three-dimensional parasitical ass energy into the fifth dimension because you're basically stagnating the evolution of the planet. So you're not harmonizing with the planet. So when we go through reset, you got to reset along with the reset. See, karmic retribution is the embodiment of the scales of justice, meaning that the universe has to go through a form of a reset to reset the false ideologies that was upheld by Western society that is based on hedonistic activity. So with that being said, when the planet speeds up in vibration, that basically dematerializes the parasites on the planet, the hoes, the drug dealers, the drill rappers. Everybody was upholding gangsterism that was connected to the Piscean age. So it's not a coincidence that the Crips are being taken down for the murder of Nipsey Hussle, which is also in
the Crips are actually not being taken down at the murder of Nipsey Hussle. Yeah. One has absolutely nothing to do with the other as far as the indictment is concerned in the paperwork. So I was following, bro, up until he got. Yeah, you had me woke, bro. You had me woke, bro. You had me right until you got into the fact about the Crips are getting punished for taking down Nipsey Hussle. I get what you're saying on the spiritual aspect. I get what you're saying on the karmic aspect. But speaking on the tangible of the actual physical realm that we're in and the tangibility, y'all didn't know I can go deep like this. I can. Third eye, I'd be open. My chakras is aligned. Don't worry about that. That's my business. Y'all didn't know that. Yeah, I got it. I'll be having my shit together. Yeah, I get what you're saying on a karmic level, on a spiritual level, and even on a paranormal level. But here in the physical, in the tangible, that's not on the paperwork, nigga. So take your woke ass back to sleep. You had us. And everything else he was saying, in a long story short, was y'all been out here doing so much dirt, the universe is cleaning itself out. It's like Thanos with a snap. Half of y'all, wait, hold on. Half of y'all is about to be up out of here. The internet, the universe is cleansing itself because we're not here to be out here grape-inging one another and unaliving one another and harming one another. We're supposed to be on this planet loving each other, living in God's will, living in God's word, and living in accordance and alliance to the universe, balancing out and be out here butterflies and sprinkles and all that. But y'all out here fucking around. So the wicked who are poor at heart and poor in their mind and poor in their spirit, and those who can't really get that together, and you got all that hate in your heart, you finna be up out of here, bro. So you better get your together and pray to your higher power or to your universe or to whatever it is you believe in for a humble and a blessed heart. Otherwise, you're gone. It can happen just like that. That's basically what he's trying to tell you. You feel me? If you don't even get all that, get your shit together. That's kind of the point. Just get your shit together overall.
Connection with Big U. See, the golden age is the second great awakening period. So you better find your purpose before the government finds it for you.
See, bro, that's fake deep, right? And see, you know how I
fake deep for sure.
Bring up Big U and him having like this duality type thing that go on with him, right? Like, because on the surface, he portrays himself to be, this upstanding community activist, help the kids, coach, whatever have you, and he do them things or whatever have you. And a person can't have many sides or whatever have you.
Onions have layers. But
like,
I got kids. It's a Shrek reference.
I should brought up that it's like two sides of the fence, right? If you look at shit, and it really is like that in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say Big U is all bad, but in the scheme of things, right? If we look at Big U,
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just keep watching the video.
And maybe some of the people that's going at him like 600, right? Well, he be preaching his message. Oh, gangbanging is, it's dead, it's this, it's that, and the third. Meanwhile, you got people on this side who's kind of like promoting that shit. No, not to downplay nobody or whatever they pushing. It's just, I feel like we in a time where certain things ain't gonna be able to be the topic or be able to just you ain't gonna be able to sustain operating on that vibration, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, right? Like we're energy type people. So when you really tap into it, people that don't even know big, you can kind of like read them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's playing a part into people that don't even know Big U from out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a vibe type thing, but and it would be a hell of a coincidence if people was just getting these vibes about him, right? I can't speak for everybody around the world. I'm going based on what I see in the comments, and you know what I mean, and just what what you see, the videos, all type of shit. But it would be a hell of a coincidence if the people was just wrong, along with the stories we got to corroborate. Bro, she said he was extorting the Crenshaw vendors or something. Come on, bro. That's diabolical if that's what is going on.
Also, let us not forget a certain DJ Fat Ass brought himself to LA to film a music video in the sets of Crenshaw with Pip. And we talked about checking in, right? So he would have been a person that would have needed to check in with Big U. He did not. Allegedly, vouched for him. So that would have been a source of contention. And because allegedly the check-ins include money, he is preventing this person from getting money from the check-in.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of extortion, bro. From the paperwork to word of mouth. But shit, y'all let me know what y'all think. I seen this shit, I'm like, for somebody that grew up over there in the neighborhood, right?
All right, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Agent, so he's free. We got
Trap, man. All right, we gonna go to the next piece.
Sharper tipping in 10. Trap is never back in the same. Like hood cracking the same.
And that's gonna be. All right. So there is a video of Brick basically taunting Loose Cannon on the last episode of No Jumper. They were wrong, where he's basically showing the butt of the Blick through his jacket. Now, that's not really nothing really surprising like that, but I feel like we should analyze it just a little bit. So that's gonna be point and shoot. I think it's point and shoot. Let me see. Let's double check because I was watching on my phone earlier. Okay. On point. First, we're gonna watch this one right here. Actually, I think we already kind of checked this one out. We gonna just go ahead and check this one out real quick, and then we gonna get right into the other content that we got, and we gonna be up out of here, right? But let me see. Excuse me. On point stories. Okay, that's what it's called.
Cooking like the chick.
Okay, so this is gonna be Charleston White breaks silence on Brick Baby.
Saw an interview on No Jumper that Brick Baby said when I went to jail that it was the game gods The game guard finally got me. From all that talking, dissing street gang member. Brick baby, if you ever see this interview, look like the Crip guard got y'all. And they got your ass in a mean headlock too. The feds. Yeah. You can buy state charges all day long. They just want some money out your ass. But when the feds come get you, they don't want no money. They want your ass or some information. Besides, put itself before the police, playing somebody got $10,000 on my head.
Click like. Charleston White goes off on Brick Baby and speaks on his recent arrest. Before we get to that, let's take a look back at the history between the two.
Yeah, man. Nigga out here in Houston, man. And I got a dime on Charleston White head. It could be more.
Brick didn't realize exactly how ruthless Charleston is. And as you're about to see in the next clip, Charleston probably didn't realize how ruthless Brick is.
Don't think about trying to do nothing to me after this podcast, because that's what I heard. And so in this next clip, we're going to actually see the gun. We're going to see Slam. He's going to show it. He's going to lean back, purposefully showing the butt of the Slam to Loose Cannon.
Oh, M95 for show.
All right, M30, either one.
What about both? Shout out again to our boys over at Fried, because
they definitely dictated the stream.
The gummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact. We had some good fun, good clean fun.
Are y'all noticing the patterns, like the bricks and all this shit look a little different?
You really feel like that?
Yeah.
You said Compa was the one that get high off of like a little bit of shit and trip out. I'm starting to believe that you're the
how you ain't got tolerance after all these years?
And so it was only a few short hours later after this exact interaction that everyone was taken into federal custody on RICO charges. So,
And indirectly said, hey, I got some money on Charleston head. And he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report, nigga. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement friend. So, not only that, we filed a report with the feds in LA, along with the LA County Police. I swear to God, I'm telling you the honest to God truth. This is what I did.
They've been on.
Self-proclaimed gang leader, a gang member, who has ties to one of the most notorious gangs in this state, in this country. He's now going around telling all the gang information. They see the feds see he got a loose lip, so he may give up some information. So I swear to God, I told y'all all I wanted was a badge. I got a badge now. I don't know. I got a badge. I got a whole motherfucking uniform. Yes, nigga. Special police with the clip on the back of it and everything, nigga. Whistle and everything. And I got the guns and everything, nigga. Special motherfucking police. So y'all think I'm bullshit, nigga. I went and joined. And I don't get number perks and rewards. I don't get no money. I'm not on the police payroll. All this is voluntary. You can become a voluntary police officer. All this is voluntarily, nigga, for perks and rewards.
Before we get to what Charleston said about Brick's recent arrest, let's look at this exclusive Real Life Productions interview where Charleston has no problem holding back on what he had in store for Brick.
What repercussions have I received to stop talking about Nipsey? How long Nipsey been dead? I've been talking about that motherfucker ever since he been dead. It ain't been no repercussions for it. I ain't been slapped in the mouth. I ain't been kicked in the ass. I ain't been spit on. I ain't been thumped upside the head. Nigga ain't scratched my car. Ain't threw a rock at me. So what did he get out of it? Besides put himself before the police playing, talking about he got $10,000 on my head. Well, what did he get out of it? Huh?
Hey.
They look weak talking about it.
So anybody who has an issue with what you're saying that want to address you, should they just be like, because we had a lot of other
if
cats.
You're not willing to die,
yeah, right,
for coming to talk to me, because that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Or the other possibility is you're going to have to kill me because I'm going to say fuck Nip to you. And what you going to do when I say fuck Nip? Because I got something right here written for your motherfucking ass. Or you going to have to willing to go to jail for fucking with me. Because if you hurt me, I'm going to call the police. If I kill you, I'm going to call the police. If I shoot you, I'm going to call the police.
You going to kill a nigga and call the police?
If I shoot you, I'm going to call the police. I just shot a nigga. So you got to be willing to die, kill, and go to jail for fucking with me by what I done said, because I believe in what I done said. So I'm willing to die by what I done said. You think I don't know if some nigga want to kill me over this shit? I ain't changed my tune. I ain't stopped traveling. You think it ain't a possibility that I might have to unlawfully defend myself that could possibly cause me to go to jail because a nigga done approached me, but he really ain't threatening me and I done overreacted and shot at him? I'm a very intellectual guy. I know the possibilities before I even started talking. So if you think I ain't weighed this shit out, nigga. There you go. And so
Charleston, right?
I don't think I done nothing wrong. I don't think I'm saying nothing wrong. So it's no difference than them who believe gang banging is right. They willing to die for the gang banging, and it's as wrong as it can be.
Now, what would happen when you got almost?
So it's no difference in my beliefs, nigga.
Think you put yourself in that
So
situation?
I tell all them niggas, bring it on. Or the difference between me and them, nigga, my family and my mama, they ain't gonna have to go fund me to get me off earth.
Yeah, one or the other. But they want something. So they don't want no money. They got all the money in the world. They make money. So yeah, the feds want your ass or some information.
So you're not going up to the parole board and telling them that you're in fear of your life.
I've never in my life been to a parole board to say I'm in fear of nothing.
Because the WAC 100.
WAC 100 don't know nothing, homie. I would WAC know I'm going to the parole board. Whatever this, how to say that.
Doesn't matter if you didn't go to the court. You made.
Whatever this, I'm going to the parole board.
You made.
All from a bit. Come on, man. It don't work like that in Texas. They don't allow the co-defendant to go talk to the parole board. That's your criminal partner. He can't got no say in nothing.
I knew Brick Baby was working.
For sure, you been saying that shit. You been saying that.
I knew. I told y'all 3 weeks or a month ago. I just got a call. Y'all don't remember? One of the media team got it. I came in here and said, I just got a call from one of my keyway partners over there in the hundreds. They said a bunch of niggas from 60 just got federal cards posted on their door. I came in the room and said it. They said, I come in the room, I said, homie. He said, Wang, I got about 9 60s talking about they come on to a federal card stuck in their door. Anybody know as they come in your house, leave a card in your door till you get a hold of them. He says it's about 9, 10 of them. I came in the room and said it. I said, yeah, it look like Big U work for the come to an end because they telling me the niggas over there got federal cars in their door. Now I'm looking at this thing. I see about 4 people gonna tell for sure. Now here goes what's dangerous about them 4 people that I see gonna tell. That ain't got nothing to do with all the people that told to get to these 19 already.
Okay, that's what it means.
19 arrests for sure gonna lead to 50% more. And then that next 50%, which is let's call another 9, leads to another 50%. So that's another 4. Then it leaves another, so we got 9 and 4, 13, another 50%. That's 15. We got at least 15 to 20 more arrests coming. By the time they done, this shit gonna be 35 to 40.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Man, this shit about to hit different states. You know, like I know, WAC. This shit about to
They
hit
already been doing that.
Yeah, this shit about to hit.
They already hit Milwaukee. They already hit New Jersey.
They already been doing
No,
that.
I ain't talking about the news. I'm talking about the investigation. WAC, you know what I know.
Something about me and my team. They'll tell you.
100.
My team would tell you. We don't move because another nigga move. We move based upon our movement.
It's what up.
You could do some weird shit all you want in front of us. We gonna let you do your weird shit.
For real.
Nigga, my team does not do no moving just because. See, the beautiful part about my team is we all of age and we all of experience and we all acknowledge each other's things.
Sit in the clubhouse.
I don't have to get boisterous.
And speak about
they just gonna watch my movement.
I hope that makes you guys bigger. Cool, bro.
And even if I see one getting a little edgy, it's just a quick head nah.
About somebody else.
And then at that point in time, we policing each other. Bag up. Now our concern is us. Nigga ain't man. You can go jump that old man if you want, old lady if you want. That don't mean we gonna fuck with it. I can't tell a nigga not to do what he don't want to do. You can rob that nigga in the bank if you want. Don't expect us to run out the bank with you. No.
That No Jeff interview last night was funny as fuck. And then today.
Now I'm gonna tell you what they say was funny, because I didn't see it. Somebody, one of the spies, I don't know if spy, OG spy woke me up. 00. I don't remember where that nigga came from. He kept hitting my phone, sending me the link. I go in there, I look at it. They said, Wack, before you went in there, niggas was talking crazy. He said, when you popped up in the room, shit got different.
Yeah, that oil like.
Oh, really? It got different how.
Wack shit went. So, and I'm, my whole thing is like, I'm not understanding, like, bro, like, all the over extra shit just ain't needed. But you right, this shit is crazy because they could have hit him and Brick yesterday.
Yeah.
They could have, bro.
They had them both in the same spot.
Be live.
They must have it mapped out though. They have mapped out.
No, because that shit. No, I think they didn't want to alarm nobody.
Yeah, they would have done it then. It would have alarmed everybody to be like, "Oh shit!"
They would have got two. Everybody else would have been on the run. Very high profile.
They ain't want to alarm nobody.
Yeah,
them motherfuckers like to come first thing in the morning. Yeah, and they like to take you by your side.
Yeah, they hit Big U out about 4:35.
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
Damn.
Damn,
he must.
You want me to read this one?
Yeah, go. Shit, if you got some content, read. That's what they here to do. Shit gonna be popping up. You might as well read it. And I tell everybody, listen, bro. If it's
man, whole lot of telling going on. What y'all think gonna happen with Big U, Scanning, and Brick, baby? What will happen? Who's gonna get out first? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. It's your boy Ray Gift. Let's get back to it.
Internet, if it's link, that means it's already out. I don't what it say, what it sound like. It was up. Nigga, don't get mad at us because we found it first.
I'm sorry.
See, I think the reason why Brick was defending that shit so hard was because of that Mr. AK-47 situation.
Oh, he named it here too. Hold on.
If y'all wasn't following it, he kept lying about it.
Of course, he lied.
No, but you put niggas up on game, so I was paying attention.
What that AK-47 case at? Compton Court DA reject. Okay,
hey, when you watch it, he mentioned that shit last night on the interview. That's why I said that shit was kind of funny that shit happened to him.
What'd he say?
No, I'm gonna let you watch it. Do your due diligence. But I watched that shit. That shit funny. You gonna laugh? No, don't nobody tell him. No, you watch it. Watch it. You gonna laugh your ass off. Ain't that what it said on Friday, man? You gonna laugh your ass off.
So what did he say? He said I was lying.
I ain't telling you shit. Go watch it, big dog.
You say something then, man. What are you talking about? You weird ass
irritated.
Shut your car,
yeah,
dumbass
nigga.
Shut get the down. Say some stupid ass shit. Wack don't watch half the shit. Doesn't he say that shit all the time? To you stupid mother. He don't watch half the shit. He only hears it from us.
I don't even watch my own shit.
All right, this from the complaint, Wack. Criminal complaint. It says a complaint laid out various robberies allegedly carried out by Big U Enterprise, including one at an unlicensed marijuana dispensary in LA on July 5th, 2021.
I got to work on that too. I'm recording the replay. Go ahead. I got to work on that.
In that case, the victim told authorities he'd been paying the enterprise up to $25,000 per month in extortion fees. After he stopped paying, he said nearly a dozen of the Big Use Enterprises members and associates, along with Rolling 60s members, rushed into the dispensary armed with firearms. They were not wearing masks to obscure their identities. They allegedly stole cash and marijuana from the store before fleeing. That same day, Henley allegedly invited the victim to his home.
Slow down. Did you say this was a marijuana? They said downtown LA?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact.
On July 5th, 2021.
Big you ratted on loose candy. Big you ratted on loose candy. You rat.
Whack, I'm not done. There's more.
Keep going. It's a lot, Whack.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, hold on. Beast, let me wake your mind up. I don't know how many of y'all might have been on Clubhouse today. Beast.
Yo.
Remember we showed the clip. I'm finna walk you through this. It was a clip of some dude the trash bags of weed to the elevator. They was masked up.
Did they really do
We
it?
all watched it when we was just looking at it. They all had masks. It was like 8 niggas, big ass 40-gallon bags of mother
big ass, 40 bags,
right?
I know where you're going. I know where you're going, Wack. I remember that shit.
Did you all remember that?
Definitely, Wack.
Absolutely remember that.
Okay, I know you will remember it because your boss probably would talk.
We was talking about it. You know, I'm in the weed game.
Okay, that
you incriminating yourself
right there.
Talking about you as involvement in that.
Big, you's a rat mother. You rat mother.
Say, Whack, you know what's so crazy? That shit.
Oh, wow. So let me tell you what this nigga did. Now I'm gonna call you that. He tied that to loose cannon, and that wasn't loose. He tied that to loose cannon, mad at loose cannon because loose wouldn't do a play for him. He went, and it's a nigga named Monster, aka Dale. This is why Loose did what he did a couple months ago. He called me out of nowhere and said, record this call. And I didn't realize who was on the call. I'm going to find it. I got the nigga on the call. He's saying he got to go lay down and do 10. And he said straight up, he told on Big U for extorting it. Big U got snatched in there and probably tried to give him and tell him Loose Cannon was the one did the move. I remember he put it in the streets that Loose Cannon was the team that did that move, and that was not Loose Cannon. That's why Loose is on the list. That nigga wanted Loose Cannon to run a play. Loose Cannon told him, you nigga.
And guess what they got? And guess what they got loose for, Whack? A robbery.
What? Booyah. I'm telling you, I'm putting it together.
I got you.
Bro.
I don't know which one yet. I just know robbery right now. I'm confirming. As of right now, it's just robbery.
That nigga lied on Loose. That wasn't Loose team did that. He lied on Loose. I know Dale. I know him personally. He lied on Loose. Are they talking about a mansion up in the Hollywood Hills? Are they mentioning that in there?
I mean, keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
They mentioned the mansion, but not in Hollywood. Give me a second. They were not wearing masks to obscure their identities. They allegedly stole cash and marijuana from the store before fleeing. That same day, Henley allegedly invited the victim to his home, where he laid out what had been stolen from the dispensary.
That's Dale.
That's how you rob yourself.
I'm gonna find it. Go ahead.
That's how you rob yourself, Henley allegedly said. So that person, right, That's how you rob yourself, Henley allegedly said. Rosa wrote that throughout the investigation, the FBI obtained recordings of Big U Enterprise members and associates discussing robberies that they were doing or planned to do. This is where they named Mitchell. In one case, Rosa said, he heard Henley on a wiretap planning a robbery of people who had stolen equipment from a celebrity rapper. Using an Apple AirTag that was purposely with the equipment, Henley, Mitchell, and others got guns and began to stage the robbery.
Slow down.
Slowing down.
They stole equipment from somebody's studio.
It doesn't say studio, it says Henley, they heard Henley on a wiretap planning a robbery of people who had stolen equipment from a celebrity rapper. So they heard Henley on a wiretap planning to rob the people who had stolen equipment from a celebrity rapper.
Okay, I know where they're going with that. Okay, keep going.
Using an Apple AirTag that was with the equipment, Henley, Mitchell, and others got guns and began to stage the robbery. They called it off after spotting police arrived at the location. According to the complaint, Henley organized a birthday party at Deja Vu for himself in December 2021. It's a lot in 2021. He allegedly negotiated to receive roughly 33% of the bar proceeds and promised that famous rappers, including Khalifa and T.I., would attend.
It's Ray Give TV in the block. Let's get right to it.
The night of the birthday party, Henley, Robinson, Martin, and other associates turned up at the club. A victim told authorities he watched as Robinson, Martin, and 3 other associates took a different victim into a back room and extorted $30K from him. None of the promised celebrity rappers arrived, according to the complaint.
You know what's crazy about it? It's the same nigga. That's Dale again.
No way.
Yeah, he be doing parties and shit. Listen, I bought something up and didn't know it. I booked the nigga, what's nephew's name? Sada Baby, a couple years back. And I didn't know I was booking it for Dale. Actually, I did. I booked it for Dale, and Dale said, I was wondering. He said, Wack, you gotta come. I said, what you mean I gotta come? I'm gonna make sure you're there. Nah, Wack, you gotta be there. Fuck you mean I gotta be there, bro? I don't fucking do club. Wack, just, I'm gonna feel comfortable. I give you the money, you give it to them. He said, Wack, you come get the money from me. I said, all right, cool. So when I show up, shit get weird. I turn and say, hey, listen, I don't know what you niggas got going on, but it can't go on right here, right now. Now I'm conducting business. They say, Wack. I said, listen, bro, I'm going to tell you once. That's it. When I put my hands up, shit start moving around in the park. And like, Wack, I said, homie, I'm here to conduct some business, make sure nephew get in here and get up out of here. That's it. Whatever y'all got going on ain't my business. You just can't do it while I'm standing here. Now, if you want to do that, then it's going to be this and that. It ain't worth it, homie. Right? So they looked at me and they let it be. So I'm looking at this nigga Dale like, bro, what you got going on? He called me the next week. Hey, bro, think you can come out, bring your team to the... No, nigga. No. But somebody told me, hey, bro, you know, boy think you did that on purpose. I said, did what on purpose? He said, book Sada Baby. So I'm not doing the math. The fuck me booking Sada Baby got to do with Big U. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not putting it together. You get what I'm saying? But what you just read, that's the nigga they took in the back. Dale was already twisted on some shit. I'm gonna find a recording. I got it. He told us he cooperated. Big U been telling people, if you didn't hear 600 say, Big U been telling people he got to do 4 years for extortion.
Fuck all that.
Somebody's finna get in trouble. Who's yelling at the video game? Who's yelling at the video game?
Me.
Why?
Because it's like a Godzilla skin and when I have to like match him.
But like,
okay.
Are we supposed to be yelling at the game?
No.
Is it that serious?
No.
Do I even go for any of that?
No.
Do I even like y'all even talking to people on the game?
No.
So.
Okay.
You feel me? Cool. It's not that serious. Like all that, we're not into all that. It's just a game. Like, look, you see how anxious you are to get back to the game right now? You see how you can't even halfway let me finish talking?
Yes.
That's why you got a problem with the game, fool. Like, did you just get in trouble for that earlier today?
Yes.
Look at you right now. Look at you. Look at how you stand. You're not even standing up straight. You so rushing to get back to the game. It's becoming a problem. Like, really look at yourself right now. You feel how anxious you are? You try to hurry up and get back over there?
Yes.
Even like right now, you just want me to be done talking so you can get back to the game?
Right.
Get off the game, bro.
Okay.
It's too much. Like I told you earlier, it was already a problem. Go to bed. Okay. Hey, no more video game for you. Come here. No, you're good. Get off that game. You done, bro. You need to take some time off that game.
Yes.
It's too much for you. You just got in trouble for it earlier today. And even right now, you like a fucking dope fiend, bro. Like, no, get off that game. You done with that. So just leave all the controllers. Put them in here. You done with that. Don't even touch that game. Bring all the controllers in here. You don't got no video game for a couple weeks, bro. You need to get off of that. It's too much for you. My bad, y'all. That video game be having them wrapped up, bro. Like, I ain't into that. Let's get into this content. Big U is making dummy moves. Rat run.
What up, YouTube?
The video game be too much for him, bro. Like it'd be like you like a dope fiend, bro. Like you just like trying to get back to it. Like it's too much, bro. Just go do something else. Go do something else, bro. The video game is too much. The video game is too much. And honestly, you're not even in trouble, but it's too much. Like honestly, remember when you had the thing and you was like, man, I'm cool, and you started feeling better when you was off it for a couple weeks?
Yes.
It's too much for you. You get too caught up in it. You have to learn control. And if you can't learn control, you gotta just leave it alone, bro.
Okay.
I love you. You're not in trouble. Come here. I know it irritates you. I know it do, but you're not in trouble. I can see it turning into a bigger problem, and you can't start developing addictive qualities for stupid stuff like that.
Okay.
You all right? Hold your head up. You all right?
Okay.
He mad. He want to cry, but he know he better not cry about that game. He know he better not cry about that game. But it's too much, bro. It's too much. Let's keep going.
Oh, this is Getty Radio back at you with another video. I want to give a double salute to all of my supporters and anyone watching this video right now. And if you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to the content. Okay, man, ever since this Big U complaint hit, he done turned himself in alongside Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, and all three were denied bail, right? So it makes me wonder, man, why didn't Big U just take his good name, the name that he has, the reputation that he has, and get some legitimate businesses going out there in the greater Los Angeles area instead of extorting people and intimidating people and having people robbed, man? It doesn't make any sense to me, but Wack 100 says that Big U was not smart at all, did not have any corporate intelligence, did not know how to make money moves, so he went back to the 70s style or the 80s style and used his popularity to muscle people and take things away from them rather than building businesses and relationships with people like anybody with common sense would do. It is interesting. I'm going to let y'all get to it. Shout out to Wack 100. Shout out to 100 ENT. This is Getty Radio. Let's go.
That's right.
I don't be tripping. They said, when you and Big U ran, you don't think, nigga, everything I did with that nigga was legal. Right. I helped the nigga get
You said that you gave Big U guns and you gave guns to the Rolling 60s. That's actually what you said.
the name in the industry. I didn't help him be a 60 Crip. He was already that. Right. I was trying to show him how to be more than a 60 Crip. Then the nigga wanted to be me and snake me. Look, when I'm reading that indictment, I'm looking at the time frame. When I got away from him, this nigga went straight back to 1987 tactics.
Right, he went straight downhill from there because it started. All his situation started
right when I left him.
Right.
When I spun off from him, bro, this nigga was extorting niggas for $500 and $1,000.
Yeah, that's some hype shit.
Like, but I kept telling him, like, dude ain't got it like that, bro. He would have lost his house if it wasn't for me, nigga. I used to look out for that. Put him in position to make money. He don't know how to get it like that. He ain't smart at all. He just a name. That's it.
It's all coming together because it seems like he thought he was smarter than the program itself as well. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't, bro. Yeah. Instead of going, see, this is what I would have did. He'd have called me and said,
what would you have done with your snitch ass?
Yo, Wack, I got this dude, got this weed dispensary.
Right.
I'd have been like, okay, so what we gonna do, ask him what volume he's moving, make sure he's legal. Is he legal? Cool. So we gonna do, any nigga 58 that got life in front of him, and he's going to turn himself in, and you thinking about Wack 100 and 100 side, you slow.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you slow.
Now this was even crazier. The man said you got enough pull where you was able to tell the feds to stop funding all his businesses.
You know what's interesting about this whole thing? Wack 100 has been very adamant about the fact that he helped Big U get guns to the 60s and get guns to the Crips, and it was a whole thing like as him being a blood, why would he give guns to Crips and all kind of stuff like that? Like, why is Wack not in the indictment? And that's something that Wack self-proclaimed. That's something that Wack, he wanted us to know. We didn't actually ask that question. He just made sure that we knew that information. But I'm trying to figure out, like, why is that not a part of, any type of family skullduggery and larceny? But, whatever, your business.
Bro, they just saying some crazy. Listen, then he said, any of my homeboys that I see come take over my contract, I'm going to know you working for Wack.
Yeah.
Because Wack is against the grid program. What are you talking about?
Here's the thing, too. Wack was so adamant that the grid program was something because he was a snitch. Oh, he got a police cell phone and blah, blah, blah. So if he had a police cell phone and a BlackBerry was a police phone and all that kind of stuff, how did he get to the point where he is being charged for misusage of these funds? Like, Wack wasn't really sure what was going on. What's this, what's that, what's left, what's right, and nothing like that. Wack was just trying to make sure that, Wack is just crazy, bro. He's just a snitch. That's it.
He said that at first. He said Wack against the program, so anybody that come take over after me, you work with Wack.
Dumb. Bro, he's dumb, bro. Like, if you listen to him talk, he's dumb. And then he'll use the word that he just learned, and he'll just throw it in there. I know the nigga, bro. I'm telling you, I know the nigga.
Now,
okay, so Wack is against the program, but I'm gonna take a nigga from your neighborhood and put him in the program. But I'm against the program.
That's the thing. Like, again, the whole program being snitches and blah 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 blah. Well, that's all proven to not be true.
So now you telling your homies, you niggas better not go over there and get my contract. That's all he worried about. Boy,
that's all he worried about.
You looking at 7 million years right now, boy.
He don't care about no life sentence. He like, bro, who got this contract? Who will hold down my contract?
Can I ask you a
You need to be worried about your daddy or your son not fucking with you. Because y'all don't know, that's his son's best friend that they killed. He just didn't know how he got killed. He wanted to play for the Chargers.
Right, because the son in the NFL.
Yeah, he didn't know. Bro, that was his best friend, but he didn't know they did it.
Are you still good with loose whatever his name is? Loose?
He in jail.
You see what they said, Big U next court date is the same day Nipsey Hussle died?
Yeah, like the 30th or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's when they gonna.
And so they're gonna say justice for Big U.
No, that's when they gonna introduce that the DA that's charging him is the DA that charged Eric Holder and the Nipsey murder case.
So they're gonna make it content.
Nah, I think they making a statement. I think some people is really mad at this. They don't like that shit. They already, they feel like a motherfucker was making a mockery over there playing Robin Hood, but shit.
Robin the Hood.
Yeah. Robin Hood robs the hood. There we go.
Back in the early 1990s, Big U was
maybe I should set up a GoFundMe for his attorney.
He was a good dude.
Ain't nobody gonna give a dime.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I said, I don't know, bro.
I'm wondering if they gave it his complaint yet. He should have it by now. No, because that complaint, that nigga gonna fall out. He gonna fall out when that complaint hit. When he really fall out. What? Hey, bro, I don't think you understand him. Yo, I can visualize that complaint. Any nigga that's from these streets could be like, that's like your right-hand man, then got snatched, didn't say nothing, gave DNA, told him you killed gave him description of you killing him, and got released and kept going to work until March 14th to let him keep lining you up and never said nothing. No, for real. I don't think a lot of niggas on the floor understood what Prince was saying when he was reading it. The nigga still was picking up extortion money up until March 14th of this month. But the nigga Sylvester already got snatched and told him, Big, you killed the kid. He only did that because they exposed, we know you been the middleman for the extortion. That nigga walked right out of their custody.
And he was the driver.
This is what I'm saying, like nothing ever happened.
Hey,
And continue. When I say nigga working,
really
y'all be like,
invested in this case, aren't you?
where the paperwork? Ain't no paperwork, you stupid mother. His working is what's creating the paperwork.
So is that the same case for Wack? It ain't no paperwork, you stupid mother. His working that we're all clearly seeing.
Yeah, if I say it,
does it count the same way? Does it count the same way? Does it count the same way?
Shit. And Lord knows what else this nigga done told them people.
That's crazy.
It's real shit.
Bet he don't tell him he ain't black.
Nah, because how he was talking about me and 600, he can't be in denial like that. But I don't think he knew the extortion money he was picking up was Fed money. Monster in the witness protection program right now. Hell, for sure. He was facing some time. He did all that to come out of his case. He kept letting them extort him up until March 14th.
So the movie shit actually is real. They actually moved it.
You gonna protect them
and put them in and give them a whole new identity.
Yeah, they send them to different places. You can't. How you gonna protect them? You can't just leave them in the same place. That defeats the purpose of changing their identity.
Well, shit, he ain't got no hitters. Who's gonna get it?
He ain't got no. Who gonna get who? Oh no, boy, they try to stop a nigga from going to court quick.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this audio, man. Listen, Big U gave him a lot of money as far as the salary is concerned.
All right, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal, man. Officer Rat Run Hunter, Snitchiana. You feel me? You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the deal, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We are gone. The deal, y'all. We're shopping type of NT.
What I was saying is, bro, my bad if you couldn't hear me. I think maybe the audio on the video was a little too high or something. But what I was saying is, you say Big U is the real one out there, or whatever. I have some homies from 6O that said he spoke highly of him, and I have some homies from 6O that didn't speak highly of him. Some other homies from LA, they said he's not a good person. So, you know, it's a lot of back and forth, and it's a lot of different politics to it. So, like I said, I don't know that man personally, so I can't sit here and smut his name or nothing like that. But there is people that speak highly of him, and there is people that don't speak highly of him. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hope you could get clarification by me saying that. And then the other thing I was gonna say was, so you couldn't hear me the whole time the video was playing. You know what, just for that, let's do one more video. We're gonna turn down the sound. It's gonna be a text just to let me know. Just let me know if you can hear me while the video is playing.
Hey guys, I'm so nervous. I'm on my way now to go to my husband's arraignment to see if they'll give
How about
him
that right there?
bond.
So here's while the video is playing.
I heard that they gave others bond, so I'm praying that we get it.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Pray for me, you guys. Pray for me.
Yeah, just let me know in the comment section, man, if you can hear me while the video is playing.
Bro. So you heard how you say they gave certain people bill. We heard yesterday
How
that
long
bank
is this
election
video?
got bill. and a few other people.
Perfect. All right.
Well, he let me know he ain't got no attorney because
Yeah, this is a lot of dudes just turn down the audio on the video. My bad about that. Appreciate the let me know though.
What I did, I called the homies and told them with the phone she was a rat.
Perfect. Y'all do it.
The one that was picking up all the extortion money, they didn't gave him a bill with stipulations. He got to meet the steps. They gonna let him go.
Shout out to TV. Y'all go check out his content. Yeah.
I don't know though. We still ain't heard no word from Brick. But the Trap Kitchen, I think she out. Feel me? Back
Yeah,
in
Trap Kitchen go.
You know, best wishes to her and all that. Let's keep it lit.
Do you guys think he's gonna get it? Comment down below. I'm out of breath and I haven't even really moved that much. I think it's just my nerves. For all of you guys that have been supporting and hashtagging Free Loose Cannon, we really appreciate your love and support. Definitely, we'll continue to repost and share your support
But
daily.
I think her walking with the newborn baby to the court is kind of like a little too extra. I mean, like they're trying to show pity. She's trying to get pity shown on her. That's a cloud move, bro. I don't like that. You free that man, but you didn't have to do all that. Why would you bring your son to the courtroom like that?
Baby in the courthouse is hella shit, bro. They don't got no remorse for none of that. They like, you commit a crime, you understand me? You finna do some time or whatever. So Loose Bill got denied, bro, and he gotta wait till they get transferred over. Shout out IBM World, bro. That's Loose Peoples. Feel me? I seen him in somebody chat. I think it was Nina. Seen him in somebody chat. He was saying how Loose gotta wait till he get transferred to LA to get a new bond hearing because they denied in Nevada on some other shit. It's crazy, bro.
And then the Nevada courthouse where you transfer
when I heard they I was just when I heard they let him out or whatever. How you, or at least gave him a bond. I don't know if he scuffled up the funds or whatever. How you, but yeah, bro, they had Big U in court too. Let's get into that, man. I heard they denied his bond and shit. You know what I mean?
It's Clark County, right? Clark County.
The activist is accused of running a criminal empire in Los Angeles. Eugene Henley Jr. facing RICO charges, allegedly tying him to the notorious Rollin' 60s street gang. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay has more on his appearance today in federal court.
A big group of supporters showing up at federal court to support Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U. He's facing RICO charges, and the Department of Justice also accusing him of murdering an aspiring rapper in 2021.
The federal government usually does not bring these types of charges unless they've done extensive investigation.
You know, they don't come at you unless they got their ducks in order. We all know that, bro.
Looks like he has been under investigation for several years.
Federal authorities allege the music executive used his connections with a South LA street gang to run a, quote, mafia-like organization. Investigators say Henley is one of 18 members of the Rollin' 60s Crips charged in the federal complaint. He helped launch Nipsey Hussle's rap career. He's the father of an LA Chargers linebacker, and he's been admired as an anti-gang activist.
And you don't even want to hear what they say about that, bro. They say he pushed line on the Chargers.
Yeah, they say he tried to support the Chargers. So it's
so influential in the city.
But I don't know about any of that. That's not
get son on the Chargers. I'm like, hell no, bro. You gotta have some talent to get in the NFL. Son ain't just, like, come on, bro.
Who also ran a nonprofit. The prosecutors say he used it as a front. Now accused of embezzling those donations to fund his life, including donations from celebrities like Shaquille O'Neal and Draymond Green. Before surrendering to authorities yesterday, he posted to social media calling it a misunderstanding.
I'm disheartened by the fact that they're trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option as a front.
A statement from Los Angeles press.
Developing Option is a police program.
His business. I don't understand if he a donation to his organization, right? Whatever, how you, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I might not be all the way versed with what I'm talking about, but somebody make a donation to an organization. You take half and put it in your personal account and put the other half into the organization. What's wrong with that? If it's a donation from somebody like Draymond and them, if you getting governmental funds, I think that's something, you can't do that. You got to put all that to where it's supposed to go and allocate the funds the right way. Man.
Secretary DeMarcus Fennell said in part, the city has zero tolerance for malfeasance and over the past 2 years increased oversight on gang reduction and youth development programs. This alleged act does not reflect the work of the GRYD program overall, which has helped lead to a dramatic decrease in gang-related violence citywide 2 years in a row. A detention hearing has now been set for late on March 31st. Downtown LA, Sophie Flay, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, they had him in there. I guess they all
7 more minutes of the video and we
trying to
out
get
here,
for a
man.
bond or whatever. How you, but you know, you see how they made mention of the grid program and this, that, and the third. The people like that's why like a lot of people was upset about this right here.
Every corner of the map.
How big you had
There's a lot of people outside. A lot of different colors. It's it seems like a big congregation. What's going on right now?
We having a gang truce and a gang rally, so all the different gangs from LA can get together and come celebrate the life and the gift of Nipsey.
Okay. So this is in honor of Nipsey. Everybody's coming together.
Definitely honor Nipsey. We definitely want to get. A lot of people was calling and said they wanted to get together and come over and come to the vigil and pay respect because Nipsey was the first real LA artist that was from LA, not like Tupac was from somewhere else.
Yeah, bro. So a lot of people felt like they wasn't wasting a good tragedy, right? They was using Nip to like, whatever with the little grid shit and it was a fake. It was like a some fake piece. So certain people that's like in cahoots with these programs could benefit. You know what I mean? So like that, like certain niggas who might be leaders or whatever. Hey, it looks as if they organize some type of like, you know what I mean? And they funds is actually being put to good use. The city's funds, but the city been all in business, bro. They been like going through his bank accounts and shit, seeing when he transferred what into what. They like, hold on, bro. We gave you this for some other shit. You didn't put, you know what I'm saying? And they get this over the last couple of years. They say it's been like 3.2 million, I think, that he got from the city, bro. Whew. It's crazy.
In LA and then Biggie was from Nipsey was the first like real LA artist to die the way he died. You know, he didn't have no conflict with nobody. He wasn't beefing with nobody. So
So that's because of that. You've been getting a lot of calls from people from both gangs, sort of.
All gangs. I mean,
everybody in Los Angeles seems to be really touched by this. So they all reached out to you or to people wanting to come together and do something special.
They reached out to me, different people from over here. Me, AD, Trouble from the Jungles. It's a lot of people administrative. Right. But AD and Trouble called me and asked me, can I help facilitate it? Would it be all right for me? And I'm like, yeah, definitely. So it had to be proved as something that everybody in this community wants to do.
Right.
Because bringing in a lot of different gangs that people have been warring with for years is really kind of dangerous.
Sure.
It's always some tricky shit, bro. When you like you got this duality type thing going on, right?
That's amazing.
On the service level, you community activist, this, that, and the third, right? On another note, you mob it. You know what I'm saying?
I know, baby, you ain't no angel, but the football community had the kids. I know, sure.
Like,
Not a doubt.
they screw up certain people more than others. So they gonna definitely take a deep dive into what you talking about and what you say you got going and hell shit. On top of like people, you not being in the best of graces with the community, right? When
but it did.
That shit don't really matter. Like, all right, well, people don't really matter. But then when you start losing,
journalists and
the public, that's all it is. The public's opinion favorably, you put yourself in a tricky position, bro, because you already got them people looking at you like, hold on,
You know what I'm saying? Then you just, it's just too much, bro. Let's finish this off. We're gonna get up out this.
Try to get the people who want to be here for different games, different sets, and it is beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, this many people.
And so, what's the overall goal for something like this? What do you guys hope to accomplish today?
Well, the overall goal is to establish a structure that can go on forward. We have this, and then we want to start having satellite sit downs.
Okay.
With different games, like maybe the A-Trade and the 60 sit down, and then different games throughout LA Bloods and Crips sit down, who will actually warm more with each other,
right.
who are actually confrontational head on, because the gang violence in LA has been down.
Right.
It's been down over the last 30 years.
It's been dry, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people get along, Crips and Bloods get along on the whole. And so this was tragic in the fact that they're calling it gang related when it's kind of more hate
right.
than gang related.
Right.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you know, on one end, right, it appears that like certain people who got these programs or whatever, or who is a part of these programs, they mean well, you know what I'm saying? But we know everybody can't get a piece of the pie. You understand me? With that, it's gonna be some discrepancies for sure. Like, and the people feel like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, they feel like Big U, you know, the chickens have came on the roost. You done rubbed it in a lot of people's face, you know, for a long time, and you know what I'm saying. And niggas is just, you know, they like, bro. I seen OG Bobby Ye say this. He say, you might not did this one, but they picking you up for the last one type shit, karma type shit. That's what they was trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, bro, it's, you know, it's a tricky situation, man.
Really?
I wonder what's gonna go on. They say Brick supposed to be, you know, he supposed to have got that bill.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 people who got billed: Brick, Trap Kitchen, and Bear Claw, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me?
That's correct.
That was by words of way. We don't know what's what, and you know.
Yeah, we don't know
have to say tapped in. Y'all niggas, let me know what y'all think. We on to the next one, bro. It's on the flow. Yeah, we gonna cover it till we can't cover it no more.
All right, man. So boom. That was another one, man. We're gonna be back tomorrow with the part 2 to the Miss Robin interview. My mom speaking about a couple different things, and I'm gonna do another stream about some other topics. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Peace.